Hello everyone, I am Manmeesh Kaur, a student journalist from Chitkara University, and I'll be talking about the Pandora Papers investigation. The Pandora Papers investigation is the world's largest ever journalistic collaboration involving more than 600 journalists from 150 media outlets in 117 countries. The 150 news outlets that joined the investigative partnership include the Washington Post, the BBC, the Guardian, Radio France, the Indian Express, Zimbabwe's The Standard, Morocco's Le Desk, and UK's Diario El Universo. The investigation is based on a leak of confidential records of 14 offshore service providers that give professional services to wealthy individuals and corporations seeking to incorporate shell companies, trusts, foundations, and other entities in low or no tax jurisdictions. The entities enable owners to conceal their identities from the public and sometimes from regulators. Often, the providers help them open bank accounts in countries with light financial regulation. The 2.94 terabytes of data leaked to ICIJ and shared with media partners around the world arrived in various formats as documents, images, emails, spreadsheets, and more. The records include an unprecedented amount of information on so-called beneficial owners of entities registered in the British Virgin Islands, Seychelles, Hong Kong, Belize, Panama, South Dakota, and other secrecy jurisdictions. They also contain information on the shareholders, directors, and officers. In addition to the rich, the famous and the infamous, those exposed by the leak, include people who don't represent the public interest and who don't appear in our reporting, such as small business owners, doctors, and others, usually affluent individuals away from the public spotlight. While some of the files date to the 1970s, most of those reviewed by ICIJ were created between 1996 and 2020. They cover a wide range of matters: the creation of shell companies, foundations, and trusts, the use of such entities to purchase real estate, jets, and life insurance they use to make investment and to move money between bank accounts, estate planning and other inheritance issues, and the avoidance of taxes through complex financial schemes. Some documents are tied to financial crimes including money laundering. The Pandora Papers investigation has unmasked the covert owners of offshore companies, bank accounts, private jets, yachts, mansions, even artworks by Picasso, Banksy, and other masters, providing more information than what's usually available to law enforcement agencies and cash-strapped governments. People linked by the secret documents to offshore assets include India's cricket superstar Sachin Tendulkar, pop music diva Shakira, supermodel Claudia Schiffer, and an Italian mobster known as Lil the Fat One. Of the 300 plus Indian names, the offshore holdings of 20% of these individuals and companies were corroborated and investigated by authorities. These include cricketing legend Sachin Tendulkar had asked for the liquidation of this offshore shell company in the British Virgin Islands just 3 months following the initial Panama Papers expose. Billionaire Anil Ambani recently declared bankruptcy in a British court, has at least 18 assets holding offshore companies worth millions of dollars. International fugitive banker Nirav Modi's sister Purvi Mehra set up a trust in her brother's name just a month before he fled India. Billionaire entrepreneur and Bicon CEO Kiran Mazumdar Shaw's husband Johan Shaw set up a trust with a person banned by SEBI for insider trading. Vinod Adani, the brother of billionaire tycoon Gautam Adani, set up a company in the British Virgin Islands 3 years ago. As the express investigation of the Pandora Papers reveals, those in debt to the tune of thousands of crores of rupees to Indian banks have diverted a sizable section of their assets into a network of offshore companies. Right group Oxfam India has called for immediate action by authorities and abolishing tax havens following the exposure of the Pandora Papers. Tax havens cost governments around the world $427 billion each year. Developing countries are being hit the hardest proportionally. This is because corporations and the wealthiest individuals that use tax havens are outcompeting those who don't. Tax havens also help crime and corruption to flourish, Oxfam India CEO Amita Behr said to The Hindu. As the expose gets bigger and murkier with each passing day, the Narendra Modi government has promised an investigation into the revelations in the papers and has assured appropriate action in such cases as per law. Thank you for listening. Follow Newshound India Foundation for similar